looks like we're back to square one. Because honestly, I remember doing something like this for Unstoppable a few months ago. And now I've been doing it for Sultans of Slam, the next big thing in professional wrestling. Now, it's kind of funny that you bring this shit up all over again. Like a nobody like Marcus Knight. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck is Marcus Knight? And he remembers these. Well, good for you. Because when we did these, it was in a cesspool called Unstoppable that is still around barely. From what I've heard, because of the ninjas, it's basically dying as we speak, inch by inch. And soon enough, that cesspool will be gone. But you see, this isn't Unstoppable. There are no ninjas here. There are no retards like the ninjas here. Well, there might be a few, but that's beside the point. But it's funny that you think you can walk in here with all that swagger and all that shit. And I'm not talking about the scum people, and some of them are actually pretty nice around here. But it's funny, I've seen, maybe in the past few months, I've seen Minifee come back. I've seen Spicy come back. I've seen Relic come back. I even see people like, I haven't seen in a long time, like Welsh Dragoness or Hayuki with the TTB over there. But it's funny that you think that you will be something here. You're a nobody here. You may have credentials in Unstoppable. Some of you might have some things here in SOS. But most of you have not been a champion before. I've already been a tag champion once in SOS. And I could probably be a two-time tag team champion. And hopefully, while you're wallowing in the little leagues and the television division and the intercontinental division, and I could care less about those titles because I probably could have held them. But you know what? It is what it is. It didn't happen. It wasn't meant to be. But what is meant to be is holding this title again in my arms. And what's also meant to be is doing something most of you in Unstoppable haven't done. And that's win a legitimate world title. I'm not talking about shit in WFW. I'm not talking about FBW back in the day. And FBW was actually one of the only federations that mattered in 1.0. But now, it's basically 1.0 all over again. Except a little upgraded, if you will. But it's meant to be that while you're wallowing in the television intercontinental divisions, I will already be a world champion. And that's something you haven't done. And that's win a legitimate world title or a heavyweight title. Sure, you give yourself shit in WFW and the Scum Nation can kiss my ass. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And honestly, Marcus, you still remember the boxers and shit? Well, big boy, I don't swing that way, but you might not want to know what's behind this robe. Okay? Did that get you excited? Did that get that lack of a mini boner that you have? Did it rise a little bit? Again, I don't swing that way, boy. But I'm one to strut my stuff when needed. It's not going to be today. And it won't be anytime soon near you. And speaking of faggots, like Marcus Knight, we have another one that has left. Timmy Tuppence. One of the most fucked up names I have ever heard of in my life is gone. Finally. I hope you never come back. Because what you've done, not only with Mahler, but with the entire community in Sultans of Slam, I hope you never come back. And hopefully when you're in school, those bullies are having pity on you and not stuffing you in the nearest locker. But then again, anything's possible. And Timmy, you like the rest of these scum, will never get up to my level. Sure, I've been in a slump lately, but then that happens to everyone. I'll be back on top where I belong soon enough. And we'll see what happens to these little people that think they're the shit, but they're not. Because you see, you gotta get to my league first before you even get to the world title, because it'll be mine soon enough.